So today we're really moving on, because the stanchions that you see here, there's 6 of them throughout the building, which hold up the upper floor. They support the beams for the upper floor. They need to be tested to make sure their integrity. And for that, we've had to bring in a specialist team. We'd like to pass you over to them.
So we've got these beams, nearly 200 years old, probably made of grey cast iron. What's their condition? On the face of it, they look pretty good, but there is a corrosion mechanism that's called graphitic corrosion, that although it retains its shape, what we lose is the metal, and we're just left with a carbon graphite skeleton that has got no strength. So what we've been doing, we've blasted these, taken all the surface corrosion products off, and it looks quite good. Dental probe, looking for brittle areas, can't find any.
The idea is we take some core samples out of the columns, and then we'll take those back to a laboratory and do some tests, and then we can evaluate the strength of the cast iron that they used. Bog standard procedures, nothing clever at all, but at least it'll give us some strength values then that we can use for calculating the strength of the columns.
The third member here today is our structural engineer, Anna, and she'll be picking up the figures from the experts here in metal and calculating whether or not the activities upstairs can be supported on these steel columns.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it. So when we get the strength through from these guys, we'll measure the columns and work out the cross-sectional area. Then we'll work out the load that'll be on each column, and then just check that the capacity of each column is adequate for what we need it to do.
Part of this, as I understand it, is to take 2 core samples from 2 of these stanchions, and there the samples will go back to the lab and be tested, and the figures that then come out of the lab will be fed into Anna to calculate exactly what this building can take.
So far looks pretty good, but obviously you need to have something to confirm that. So that's why we're going to take cores from this type of column, and there's a tubular column over there which also is slightly different, so we need to take a core from that. At the same time, we can then look at the wall thickness of that column, which will help Anna in her calculations.